So today we have with us Rahul Reddy, who is the co-founder of Abhaya. So Rahul, tell us something about Abhaya.
So Abhaya Secure is a cybersecurity platform. So what we basically do is, we try to help, upcoming entrepreneurs and their startup and small and medium businesses, to focus on their product a little bit. They usually keep thriving towards, launching their product, making the product really good and all that stuff. And they forget about the most important thing, cybersecurity. They forget to secure their product. And that's like the most crucial thing that they have to do. So what we do is we, at Abhaya, we take in them as clients. All we need is a website URL, right? Whatever website it's posted on, we take the website URL and then we do multiple automated vulnerability scanning. We have around 150 plus vulnerability tools, and we do extensive scanning of their website, and then we give them a really good report, right? And then what we also do is we run a specific scan to figure out what kinds of tools they're using to build their website or their backend systems, or what kind of cloud they're using, right? And then we have a really good database which also tells us like, okay, so this tool that they're using is really outdated, and it also tells us like, okay, you should do this in order to upgrade it, or you should put this piece of code in your software and it fix the vulnerability. So whatever vulnerability that shows up in their report, we have specific fixes for them, and then we give them the step-by-step fix to go back and fix it.
So tell us, Rahul, what about being an entrepreneur excites you the most?
Okay, so before I get to that part, I'll tell you how it began all. Okay, so my journey started as an electronics and communication engineer. That was my stream in engineering, and how I moved from electronics to computer science, cybersecurity. That is like that's really interesting for me as well. So I really had a very eager passion for cybersecurity. So even in my engineering time, right, I used to always go back in my free time, look up courses for cybersecurity, learn a lot of stuff, and do a lot of CTFs, and learn all about cybersecurity. And that was my real passion for cybersecurity. And then soon after, like in my final year of engineering, I met Mr. Prasad Honawali, who is my co-founder, and we did a research in cybersecurity. We did a little research for around 2-3 months, and then that's when we realized that the security in our small and medium businesses are really, really bad, right? So at that point I realized, why not build a product that helps these small and medium businesses to carry their product and stuff. So that's how the initial start of Abhaya, and that's when I realized, being an entrepreneur is a really good opportunity for me right now. So that's when I carry forward this thing as an entrepreneurship.
So overall, entrepreneurship is something that's considered very risky to step into. So tell us how your experience has been so far.
So while thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, right? So my parents were really supportive, my parents. But then most of my relatives or my friends, they're like, entrepreneur is very risky. And, they're like, why would you take that? I've seen so many entrepreneurs, do their ventures, put a lot of money, get a lot of funding, and then, suddenly fail, and then, just go back to corporate. Why don't you just directly jump to corporate and just do the work that everybody else is doing? I'm like, yeah, I know there are stories, but then they have learned from their failures also, right? So what I would say is that the risk of not taking the opportunity to be an entrepreneur than doing it and failing is worse. So I would say be an entrepreneur, learn more, and then if it doesn't work out, then you can think of other stuff to do, because what failed, right? So you can think of it, and then you can build a better product and serve the world better.
So it's just worth taking the risk.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth taking the risk.
So in terms of being an entrepreneur, tell us something about your short-term and long-term goals.
My short-term goals would be to build a lot more knowledge on whatever I have right now. And since I'm still young, I would like to know more, talk to more people, understand what's still going on around the world, how people still do better, entrepreneurial stuff, right? And my long-term goal would be probably have much more ventures than just one or two, make my current venture a really good company, a unicorn probably. That is my long-term goal.
So we currently live in a world where it's so techy and there are so many trends going and coming.
Right.
So how do you keep up with these industry trends?
But see, like we have a phone, so we use our phone, most of the time. Like at least what I do is usually I'm 24/7 on my phone, right? So I get a lot of notifications. I subscribe to so many newsletters, so many apps are there. For example, InShots, right? And then you scroll through a lot of Instagram. There are many good pages in Instagram, a lot really good channels in YouTube, right? So that's the overall news that I get. And Google, oh my god, Google Feeds are really good. You need to check out Google Feeds, subscribe to Google Feeds, right? There's so many, it's very personalized to you. So it depends on how you search in Google, right? For me, mostly it's going to be like tech stuff, and then and entrepreneur stuff like recently because I've been, so it's a really good way to, use your phone in that way.
A lot of influencers are also talking about the trends that keep coming and going.
Exactly.
Especially on social media, it's like everywhere.
Yes.
So especially post-pandemic, there's a big need for cybersecurity in terms of tech trends and everything. So how are you keeping up with the world?
So we see a lot of news articles nowadays, like, this company got hacked and this company lost like, billions of dollars, paying for the ransomware that, attacked their site, and there are so many companies and so many, news articles that I read every day. So that is why we bought up Abhaya, to help these kind of small companies. And the target nowadays from the hacker side is literally small and medium businesses because they know they cannot attack enterprises. Enterprises have already secured their sites so much that, hackers at this point are like, I don't really, I don't think I can anymore. So they really go forward to like, attack and destroy small and medium businesses, which I think is a really bad thing. And they should be a little more, towards, building their product more secure, right?
So tell us, how does a typical day in Rahul's life look like as an entrepreneur?
As usual, like since before, there's nothing much change that I would say, but I would say that I'm more into, understanding what other people think and then trying to implement the same thing in my life as well. And a little more of multi-domain knowledge that I receive in everyday life is vast difference than, what I used to face before. Yeah.
So you get to learn a lot.
A lot more.
Overall.
Yes. As being an entrepreneur is a really good thing because you see so many people day to day. You see investors, you see clients, then in fact, my team is my biggest inspiration.
You get to network with so many people.
Yes, so many people, and it's a really good opportunity. Yeah.
So lastly, let's say someone wants to step into entrepreneurship tomorrow. So what's one piece of advice that you would like to give them?
Why would you say tomorrow? It should be today, right now. Come in, just start your venture. I'm pretty sure everybody thought of an idea, as they were kids or, yeah, exactly. Just start with something, you don't have to think like, oh my God, it might fail. Like just start something. You might, spark, a knowledge or some idea might spark in your brain. Like, wow, okay, I thought of something, but this idea is even better for me right now. I can start building this idea. It's a really good, brainstorming that we can do as an entrepreneur. And, again, networking with so many good people and talking to so many other people is like really good. So being an entrepreneur is an amazing thing. So I would tell you to please take it up right now.
So to sum it up, you just want them to start right now.
Yeah,
today.
definitely. Yes, definitely.
So thank you so much, Rahul. It was great having you here.
Yeah, thank you.